Between 1977 and 1979, the Hodgson residence at 284 Green Street in Enfield, London, became the epicenter of an extraordinary series of events. Janet, 11, and Margaret, 13, found themselves amidst phenomena that defied explanation: furniture repositioning itself, inexplicable noises, airborne objects, and even accounts of levitation. These occurrences, witnessed by over 30 individuals, sparked both belief and skepticism. Audio recordings captured Janet's voice transforming into a harsh, masculine tone, a stark contrast to her youthful pitch. The authenticity of these events split the investigative community. Maurice Grosse and Guy Lyon Playfair stood firm on the genuineness of the hauntings, while Anita Gregory and John Beloff harbored doubts, attributing the incidents to the girls' quest for attention. The Enfield Poltergeist case transcended its suburban origins, influencing popular culture through films like The Conjuring 2, the television series The Enfield Haunting, and an anticipated Apple TV Plus docuseries. Decades later, the Hodgson sisters revisited their former home, now under new ownership, during the production of The Conjuring 2. The Bell Witch Saga, a haunting narrative from Tennessee, began in the 1810s on the Bell family's farmland in Robertson County. Unusual occurrences, such as sightings of peculiar creatures and unexplained sounds, marked the onset of disturbances in 1817. The entity proclaimed itself as Kate, linked to a neighbor, Kate Batts, and henceforth became known as the Bell Witch. Over 3 years, it inflicted relentless torment on the Bell household, particularly targeting John Bell Sr. and his daughter Betsy. By 1819, the witch professed to be an omnipresent spirit, claiming origins from celestial and infernal realms, and even confessed to disrupting a grave and misplacing a tooth beneath the Bell residence. The year 1820 saw the demise of John Bell Sr., attributed to poisoning, an act the witch purportedly advocated. Subsequently, Betsy Bell annulled her engagement, acquiescing to the witch's demands. Renowned for its speech, environmental manipulation, shape-shifting, and extraordinary velocity, the witch also reportedly possessed clairvoyant abilities and the capacity to exist simultaneously in multiple locales. The legend has permeated cultural expressions, inspiring M.V. Ingram's 1894 book, the 2006 film An American Haunting, and the 2015 A&E series Cursed: The Bell Witch. In the late 1960s, 30 East Drive in Pontefract became the backdrop for a series of chilling events that would earn it the title of Britain's most notorious haunted house. The Pritchard family, new occupants of the semi-detached property, were soon engulfed in a maelstrom of poltergeist activity. Their daily life was disrupted by an array of disturbances, inexplicable sounds, sudden temperature drops, and objects defying gravity. The haunting centerpiece was the enigmatic figure of a black monk, a specter that manifested particularly to young Diane, who suffered alarming physical assaults. Tom Cuniff, a writer, later suggested this monk was a 16th century figure, executed for witchcraft, and now fixated on the family, especially Diane. The phenomena attracted the attention of Maurice Grosse, a paranormal investigator, whose research culminated in the book Poltergeist and inspired the television series Most Haunted. The story's cinematic portrayal came with the 2012 film When the Lights Went Out, which, while altering names, retained the haunting's core elements, including the ominous monk. In the Bavarian town of Rosenheim during the 1960s, a law firm became the epicenter of unexplained disturbances. The office was plagued by lighting fixtures that burst or swung wildly, and bulbs unscrewed by unseen hands. Furniture too heavy to move easily was found displaced, and the staff were baffled by inexplicable phone calls billed to their account. Electrical anomalies were so severe that the local power company noted significant surges, disrupting the firm's operations. One of the most startling incidents involved a filing cabinet gliding across the floor without human intervention, and a painting that seemed to defy gravity, rotating on its hook as if showcasing itself. The focus of these phenomena centered on Anna Marie Chabrol, a young secretary whose emotional state was thought to manifest physically, a process termed psychokinesis by investigator Hans Bender. Remarkably, the cessation of these events coincided with her departure, suggesting a link between human emotion and unexplained physical effects. This case remains a compelling study of the potential human mind's influence over the material world. In the year 1981, a council house in Birmingham, England, became the unlikely stage for a series of unexplained events that would later be known as the Thornton Heath Poltergeist case. The household was besieged by a series of disturbances, objects hurled through the air, and a grandfather clock that descended the stairs unaided, as if propelled by an invisible force. This case echoed the investigations of Nandor Fodor, a psychoanalyst who, decades earlier, had probed similar occurrences in Thornton Heath. Fodor attributed such phenomena to psychological underpinnings, describing them as a bundle of projected repressions. Poltergeist activity, while rare and typically transient, has a storied place in history, with cases like the Glenluce Devil and the Bell Witch capturing public imagination. The Enfield Poltergeist, in particular, stands out for its well-documented nature. Yet, despite the compelling drama inherent in poltergeist cases, they have been largely overlooked in contemporary paranormal research, which favors subtler indicators such as temperature fluctuations and electromagnetic fields. The Thornton Heath Poltergeist, once a sensation, has slipped into the shadows of obscurity, a narrative once prominent but now fading from collective memory.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like and the bell.